welcome to the second episode of There Is Vlog. On this episode, I have
Moyo.
She's my namesake, by the
I
way.
know.
Moyo's with the long legs. We're talking about the pressure young people in Nigeria are facing to get married. Like, it's crazy. And you guys need to stop. And it's mostly once you get to your 20s upwards, the pressure begins. For guys, maybe as they get older, it's not that intense for them in their 20s. But for ladies, it's like, madam, your biological clock is ticking. Relax, you guys.
So I think that the pressure sometimes is internal. You know, if for instance you had plans as a young girl, I had plans to be married earlier, maybe 23. You know, you had these grand ideas, but then it doesn't work out.
Okay.
You just feel that, oh my God, it didn't work out.
Right.
And then for even older women, say once you're 30, sometimes society doesn't need to pressure you. You feel pressured either because you're lonely or because you need validation with the husband and the kids. So the pressure can be internal, not necessarily from society. So
I agree with the whole internal thing, and then but I feel like it's the internal pressure. It is a projection of what's coming from the external. You know, there's a lot of pressure from your family, social media, Bella Niger.
Like Ashami dresses and everything.
Your friends, the sensitive ones that feel like they need to throw. I mean, we can all take a joke.
Yeah,
you're not married. That's fine.
Like,
you know, but sometimes you need to chill because you don't know how. You don't know what mood that person is in at that time.
At one time, I went for this thing. It was a birthday party of a child, but then there were like 4 couples there, and they had come, so they do counseling with this guy, and so I was just there, and I was alone. Did I have a boyfriend? I don't think I did. I was sitting there, and my friend, she went to secondary school together. She just goes like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" And you know, the force with which she said it didn't seem like she was joking, and I wasn't sure, like, are you joking or are you being serious? She's like, what are you doing here? Like, every one of us here has a man. Where's yours?
Okay.
I was like, I smiled. But you know, someone had to tap her, like, calm down, because it seemed like she was being too serious with it.
Wow.
So
yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes people ask because they really care. You know, they're wondering why you are not married at so age and all that. Yeah, it's fine if you care. You know, but some people, it's really because they don't know how to mind their business.
Yes.
It's
not concern.
It's not curious. It's not curiosity. It's amable. It's just they don't care. They don't care if you're happy when you get married. They just want to know. They just want to see a ring on your hand, and they just want to feel like, or they just want to just say crap to you.
You know what we said earlier? Sometimes they want to attend your wedding. They don't care about your marriage.
Ashwebi, and it's right.
And you're like, my wedding has to be like that.
Marriage is deep, but it's really not that deep. If it's not happening for you at that time,
it will come.
It will come. And
let's not even forget the fact that, you know, sometimes people do want to get married.
Right.
But look at the society we're in. So many people graduate, and you don't have, like, some guys graduate, they find the love of their life.
Right.
But you don't have the money, because how do you bring a woman into your 50K salary or your 100K salary? No, honestly, some guys don't. Many guys I know, they'll say, I'm working to get more money because they don't want their child to suffer. So look at the society, the economy. It doesn't help. It doesn't help with the desire.
Yes,
the economy.
They're actually, you're right. There are several guys that would like, if they could afford it, they would be married, but they can't because, you know, they're handicapped by financial constraints and all that. You know, lack of good job. You know, it's just crazy. Our parents had it better. You know, our fathers were getting married till 23, 24.
Yeah.
But because that was because Nigeria was a lot better. Things were not so expensive.
You came out of school and you got a job.
You know,
that's what I heard.
Exactly, you got a job, like, and then getting a good apartment wasn't like cutthroat.
Difficult.
You know.
Now, if you want to live in the best part of Lagos, you need to get yourself ready with 800K.
About the best part, like just average self. You
500K.
You need 500.
And if you're earning, like, I mean, it's just a lot, and we get that. So you need to understand that some people have their reasons.
Yeah.
The other time you mentioned sometimes a person just go out of a bad relationship. The last thing that should happen right there and then is marriage, because we need to grow. We need to be right in the head before you pair yourself up with someone else, or else you're going to have a disaster because there's two people who are not emotionally,
psychologically,
or mentally there, spiritually there, and then they come together. It's just perfect recipe for disaster. So let's not push people. Let's not push people.
And don't be pushed. Yeah, people will push you because at the end of the day, you can't tell people to shut up. They're going to talk, nevertheless. So, but you just need to recognize the fact that it's when it's not your time, it's not your time. So you know, in the while it isn't your time, your 20s are the perfect. It's one of your best years. You're growing. You're going to learn and unlearn so many things. You're going to meet people. You're going to network. You know, just make use of that time. Make use of that freedom while you have it. You know, I've had married friends tell me that, babe, now that you're still single, enjoy yourself. So for them to, you don't want to spend your 20s regretting that you're not married, brooding over the fact that you're not married, and then when you get married, you realize that I didn't enjoy when I wasn't married.
That's what happens to many people.
So enjoy what you have now, and then marriage will come. Trust me, it will come. And if it doesn't come,
you can travel, you know, make friends, go out. Like, I realized that, you know, by the time the internal pressure to get married passed for me, I started to enjoy being single. You need to just immerse yourself in other things. So I realized that by the time that the time passed, and you know, the internal pressure that I felt had passed, and the pressure from my parents had reduced. I'm enjoying this, and it's not because I don't want to take care of someone else, my partner. It's just because there's freedom. There's so many things you can do. Right now, we're doing this. Imagine you had a kid in the back. It doesn't stop. You know, not saying that many young married women are not doing great. They are. They're chasing their dreams. But it's just, why brood over it? Why worry? Because when you get there, they always say that people that are married want to get out, and then the young ones are trying to get in. There's really no rush. Don't let people push you, because you know, another thing I've realized, Moyo, is so sometimes young people marry just get out of under their parents.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting.
So I was speaking with this young lady, and she told me that, you know, there was a lot of pressure from her parents to, like, they cage her a lot.
Oh, okay.
That's her problem. It's like, and you know, naturally, from the moment you're a teenager, you want to explore and go, spread your wings a little bit, and let it happen for your child. But then it's not happening for her. So she's like, last, I will marry to get out of this house, and when I do, you're not finding me again. Now, what do you think is going to happen? Because the chances of you just hooking up with the first person who says, will you marry me, is very high. And the chances of that not being the right fit for you is even higher. So just be careful.
So, you know, there's a lot of disadvantage to this thing. It's causing high divorce rates. It's just crazy. Like, everybody needs to chill. If you're that friend that always feels like you can constantly throw jokes at your single friends because they're not married, you need to chill, because you really don't know what they're going through. You don't know if what you're saying hurts them. Fine, it's nice to joke and we all laugh and stuff, but you know, sometimes you joke with people and then they go behind closed doors and cry,
because you don't know where it's hurting them. And you know, one of my friends just made mention of the fact that even in the Bible, yes, we're going to say this, Apostle Paul said he wouldn't advise anybody to get married, but if you feel like you want to because of the whole sexual thing,
for you for that one.
I know they will. No, but he did say so, like, if you feel the pressure because you want to do it either because of sexual lack of sexual control, actually not lack of, just the need to have sex, then get married. But he said I wouldn't advise. He said I would advise you not to get married, because marriage and married people have their woes. And I'm not saying that marriage, that doesn't stop us, because girl, we're gonna get there. But I'm just saying, like, even right there in the Bible, no pressure. Why will you now allow somebody pressure you from outside? So there will definitely be people talking, but like Moya said, you have to take charge. It's just like people pressure you all the time to do bad things, probably from when you were in probably from when you were in the alright, so it's normal for people to pressure you to do things. Like, from when you were a teenager, you've probably been pressured about drugs or whatever, any kind of vice.
Yeah.
You didn't succumb to it. So now is the time to stand.
We're not married in my advice.
No, I'm just saying, I'm talking about pressure.
Yeah, okay.
Stand your ground. Don't let it bother you. Don't let it stink. Don't let it enter here.
And even if it
and
bothers
mess with
you,
your
because we're
head.
human, it might bother you, but don't let it push you into doing what you're going to spend the rest of your life regretting. So, just chill. And like I said, I keep saying just chill, but really just chill. Enjoy
Everybody
your
needs to chill.
20s. Enjoy your 20s. Everybody needs to stop pressuring each other about this whole marriage thing. And it will happen for everyone. If it doesn't happen for you, you're going to leave last all that and go to heaven. I don't know, man. Just do you discover yourself, network, make friends, grow, learn. Actually, one thing, I always wanted to get married at say 23, 24, and I'm actually glad I'm not. Why? Because over the years I have evolved so much, no jokes. I've learned so much about myself. I've been able to achieve quite a lot of things that I know that I would have been curbed if I was married. I'm not even talking about wild, crazy stuff. I'm talking about things that actually contributed to my personal growth, and it's amazing. And I'm enjoying that freedom. I'm single, and there's a bliss in singleness. Is it singlehood or singleness?
Singleity.
there's some kind of bliss about being single, honestly, and you need to enjoy it. Don't let the pressure, the fear of when am I going to get married, who's going to marry me, and all that. Don't let that rob you of that freedom, of that bliss that comes with these years of your life. Enjoy it, network, travel if you have the money. Just do you, and you will be glad you did. And when you get married, you will know that you will not even have lived life fully to the fullest, but you know that your 20s will not be years that you look back and regret that, man, I should have enjoyed myself better. It's and then for those of you that are part of this community of pressuring people, warn yourself, because it's nice if you're worried about your friends.
I was going to say that this is not this to people who are married young.
No, absolutely not. No. If you're married early and that's amazing. That's great.
But
for
just
you.
saying, if it didn't happen
exactly,
for you, then you need to stop
absolutely.
making people feel bad about the fact. I mean, not you that are married. People, aunties.
Yes.
Busybody aunties and uncles.
Busybody aunties. Those ones.
It's you can't even go for a family for real though.
Yeah.
You can't go for a family.
People actually avoid family reunions because of things like
this
that.
is for real. I know this first time.
Yeah.
Because you know that someone is going to say,
and if you're that friend, we know you're being sometimes. We some of you are just jerks, but some of you that are actually just worried or concerned about your friend. Sometimes ask them about other stuff. Ask them about their career. Ask them about their finances.
Things that make them happy, because there are so many other things.
Or things that actually help their personal growth. You don't know some people are facing major anxiety, depression from work, and nobody is talking about these things. But every time you're asking her when she wants to get married, you're compounding it. Don't be that guy. Do not. Okay, so guys, thank you for listening, and I hope you learned. Drop a comment or two and tell me how you can relate to this issue we just talked about. So until next time, thank you for watching this episode, and I hope you had fun. Peace out.